Hello viewers, today we're going to be rewiring a Superlectric heater. This is another heater that I have. The other one is working, actually it's running right now, but I just don't trust it. So we're going to use this one. Now I'm going to turn it on. It's got a really cool startup sound. Oh dear. Okay, so the bearings need to be serviced. But anyways, I put this cord on here a while ago, and then it got hot, and inherently it was 16 gauge. I thought it was 14. I was wrong. So this cord is not really sufficient for this application. So I'm going to remove this cord, and I'm going to put this cord on it, which is absolutely ridiculous. But this is what I have on hand, and it's going to work, so we're going to use it. My goodness, this thing has a lot of screws on it. Okay, so this one is really easy to rewire. Actually, this one is really easy to service in all aspects, unlike that other one. Now this, I'm not too sure what's going on with that. That's just for the fan, so it's relatively low power. If that was for the heating element, I'd be kind of concerned about that. But for now, I'm just going to let it slide, because I have other things to do today. And I don't want to do them in the cold. So I'm going to pull this out of here. And I'll set this aside to use with something else, because it's still perfectly good. Strip this. And we're going to use the black and white terminals only. So we're going to go ahead and cut the rest of this off. So for this particular project, it's of no use to us. And I'm going to feed this through here. And yes, I realize this is going to make it very difficult to move the heater around. Oh well. I'm going to wind up the hot glue gun. Bear in mind, this is a low temperature hot glue gun, and it's going to work perfectly. Get this ready to go in a minute. I don't know, I believe this is long before polarization was a thing, so I don't think it cares which side of the element gets the neutral, one side gets the hot. So if it doesn't care, I'm not going to care either, and I'm just going to select it at random. Now it kind of looks like the insulation is deteriorating a little bit on this. So I really have come to question the integrity of the safety of this unit over the years. It probably could fare to have new terminals put on for joining the elements to the line in, but we're going to go without it for now because I don't have any on hand, and quite frankly I don't believe it's really an issue. This fan connection could fare to be replaced as well. Okay, and now what I'm going to do with this is I stripped it back further than I wanted to. I'm just going to put some low temperature hot glue on here, kind of make like a strain relief, if you will. And this is low temperature hot glue. The low temperature hot glue is now drying, so while that dries I'm going to go ahead and put the plug on. So we're going to strip this again. And we're going to remove the ground and the red connectors because they're of no use for this project. And let's see, I know this is a grounded plug and we don't really need it because this is not a grounded application, but this is the plug that I had on hand. Now admittedly I don't know how to use this plug. There's got to be some kind of a secret handshake to get it open. There we go. And normally you would pay attention to the polarity, but as I said before, this is not a polarized appliance, so I'm not really giving it any attention. This is quite difficult to get in here because it doesn't really flex at all. I got one side in, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten that before it comes out, because that's something that would happen around here. And this other side is going to be a little more pesky. Unless this comes out, I don't know how in the world I'm going to get that in there. Usually these aren't really meant to come out, but I'm going to have to remove the screw in its entirety. Nope, that's not going to come out. Alright, I'm going to do this off video. Okay, that is now connected. And I believe this just somehow screws on here now. I don't fully understand how this works yet. Just screw this one in so it's not loose. Not serving any purpose, but oh well. If I understand this correctly, this just kind of screws on here. And then it's going to, has a strain relief that's going to close and hold this in place. Alright, so that's ready to go. And if you're sitting there thinking this is an absolutely ridiculous cord to put on here, I wouldn't disagree. But it's going to make heat like this, and that's really all I need at this point. I'm not going to use this long term like this because I got to get the other heater fixed, because the other heater is much quieter. You can't even hear it, it's actually running right now. This one is very noisy, and it's going to undoubtedly cause complaints in the video. This is also missing several screws, which is kind of annoying. Actually, it's only missing one. That's not so bad. Nice and this closing up. There we go. Alright, we're ready to give it a test run. I'm going to turn this other heater off so we don't use too much power. I'm going to plug this in. you can hear this one is very noisy, but and it needs to be cleaned too. It really should be repainted. Definitely work to be done on it, but it'll work for now until I get a new element for the heater, or for the other heater. Got to get one of these elements because it broke. Anyways, there's that. Awkward to use, very bulky, but it's not going to overheat, and it's going to make warm, which is really all I was looking for.